Good morning, everybody. Day 16. We just left Newfound Gap. Skipping down, just dropped me off. Thank you guys so much for everything, as always. And we are on a busy part of the trail in the Smokies. From Newfound Gap to Charles Bunion. It's probably the most traveled trail on the AT in here. I got people ahead of me, got people behind me. I'm gonna try to get past everybody just so I can get to myself a little bit more. But looks like it's gonna be another beautiful day. And then, yeah, I don't really know how far I'm going today. It's either gonna be Tri-Corner Knob or Cosby Knob shelter. One of those areas. It's either 17 or 24 miles. And it's like 8 o'clock. Yeah, but it's gonna be a beautiful day, so that's all that matters. We're just gonna walk till we don't feel like walking anymore. And I hope you guys have a great day. And I'll touch back with the cool stuff and the views. You know, just like I do, baby. So let's go enjoy yet another day in the Great Smoky Mountains. What a beautiful morning. It's so nice. The weather looks like it's just gonna be perfect today.
Who started this red? I would need is it the anti-vaxxers?
Wowzers. There was a lot of people there. There's more tents I didn't show, like a bunch more tents. That's a super popular shelter because you can just park at Newfound Gap 4 miles, 3 miles you're there. So you could go, you could go park there, walk forward to Charles Bunion, one back, camp, and then back to your car next morning, 3 miles. So that's what a lot of people do. That's why I hate aiming for that shelter. Yeah. Too many people for me. But good for them for getting out here. I'm just gonna stay away from them. Still snow. Wild. The scariest time I've ever been through here was my first hike ever. And I wish I would have had a phone or a camera. Actually, I'm gonna have to look through my pictures. I did have a camera. I'm gonna look through my pictures because I remember this whole thing just being an ice chute, like so scary. Like the scariness, like, I hope I make it out of this alive. And just nothing but ice, whole trail, if you can imagine it. You're just hanging out of these trees, trying to stand upright. It's tough. Yeah. It's gonna be beautiful in here. This is my favorite part of the site, the Smokies. From Newfound to I don't know, Cosby Knob. So all day today. It's my favorite part. It's so pretty. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Let me zoom you in. Boop, boop. A double boop. Would you look at that? We just came down from their ice water spring shelters right there. And you know the routine. Charlie's Bunion. This is like the highlight of the day. This is the best view of the day, for sure. And we're gonna go down here and ride this. We're actually gonna go over there. We'll be able to look back and see this Charles Bunion rock. I made some good time over here. The trail, like I say, is actually a nice trail. This northern half. All right, Charles Bunion, everybody. That goes way down. All right, here's looking the other direction than Charles Bunion gave us. This is the other side of the ridge. The big V. The big valley. I love this little walk today. We're gonna be, yeah, there's views off these ridges all day. There's little openings like that. There's another one up here with like a wall, like a rock wall they built. Actually, I think it's right up here, not too far. And when we get there, we'll show you that too. This ridge walk is something else. I love it. Around the spine. So all these ridge runners and park people out here, they keep warning me about this blowdowns, hundreds and hundreds of blowdown past Cosby Knob shelter. Dangerous to get through, like right on the edge of a steep cliff. They kept telling me that yesterday, day before, and I was just thinking to myself then, why are you guys all over here checking for permits? If you're trying to get people through the park safely, you'd think you'd go clear up that mess instead of worrying about if people paid or not to come through here. It seems crazy to me. Oh, look at that. That's nice. Yeah, the walk today is just, it's amazing. We're just riding this ridge up, down, whatever it wants to do. That's what we're doing. This is another beautiful, beautiful spot. Here we go. Here's the view. Layers and layers of mountains. Yep. views all day, especially with weather like this. Ta-da! Oh, buddy, this definitely will slow you down. Luckily, I have a tiny little pack, and I can go under most of the stuff without getting hung up. That wasn't too bad. I think I'm just anticipating like the worst. When I did the Bent Mackay, I had one section that was pretty brutal. Couldn't even see the trail. Looks like we got some more right here. I didn't think it started till after Cosby Knob, but oh boy, I could be wrong. Man, they need to hurry up and get in here and clean this up, or people are going to have all this fragile plant life tore up. That's for sure. If you can't go over it, you're going to go around it. Whoa, that was a rock slide. Pretty nice. Pretty nice, pretty nice, pretty nice. All right. Peck's Corner Shelter. Right down this way. Boom, 0.4. That's where we came from. And that's where we're going. Northbound. We'll get to Tri-Corner Knob Shelter. I think it's like 6 miles. I think. I'm not sure. Somewhere in that ballpark. And then we'll reevaluate if we're going to go to Cosby Knob or stay at Tri-Corner. This trail has been very forgiving today. Super gradual climbs and downs. I mean, this might not look like a gradual down, but it is. It's not like where you're like having to sidestep. I think we're almost to that helicopter landing pad. We gotta be getting close. Or maybe it's after Tri-Corner Knob. Guess I don't remember. Boop. That's where we came from. We gotta climb up to Tri-Corner Knob. We got this up, which is really gradual, but it's long. Seems like it's long. I'm sweaty. Maybe I need to slow my roll. Anyway, so we got this up. We drop down just a little bit, and then boop, up to Tri-Corner Knob Shelter. And it's still gonna be pretty early, so I think I might push on. Time will tell. I never know what I'm doing. It's so funny. I think I get a plan. I just hate plans. All right. We're on the downside to Tri-Corner Knob Shelter. Thing is right by a trail. Water source runs right in front of the shelter. Oh, and there's a privy there too. Because we're weaving in and out of Tennessee and North Carolina for a little while until we get over by the Roan Highlands. Then we'll leave North Carolina for good. But right now we're just bouncing the border. You never know where you're at unless they got a privy. Ew. So this is Tri-Corner Knob Shelter. Privy, bear boxes. And this is what I'm here for. Airplanes all day today. You can hitch your horse up down here. If you got a horse. Kind of wish I did right now. I just left Tri-Corner Knob Shelter. And now we gotta climb again to the top of this. Drop down. One more climb. Drop down. And that is Cosby Knob Shelter. 7.5 miles from here. So I think it took a mile and a half of climbing. You know. Yeah, it's gonna be a big day. And from here all the way, it's like 1:30, so I got plenty of time. I'm just gonna chill. I'm not gonna rush. I'm just gonna take my time. Still get there before dark. Time to mosey. Man, look at it in here. It is magical. That's where it came from. It's so mossy in here. And if I was going to recommend any part of the Smokies, I would say start at Newfound Gap or Clingman's Dome and just go north. That's the most beautiful part of the Smokies, the northern part. I mean, look, it feels like fabric. It doesn't even feel like wood. It's crazy in here. It's so shadowed by all these pine trees. There's still snow up in here. See? So I just ran into Claire, aka Sparrow, another ridge runner in the park. And I gave her my permit, and yada, 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 yada. And I asked her, how's the blowdown up this way? And she said that she's been clearing it as best she could. And there's only like one spot you gotta get off trail. Don't have to take your backpack off. Yes, you can squeeze through. So that's good news. And I asked her how the hammock sites are around Cosby Knob, and she's like, well, you're supposed to stay in the shelters. And I'm like, well, I got an underquilt, I'll freeze in there. She's like, somebody last night was in that same scenario, and yes, there is a spot to hang a hammock. And I said, thank you, Sparrow, you gave me all the info I need. You know, I don't like you staying outside the shelter. They want you in the shelters, but I don't like being in there. I'll say I'm sick before I go in there. If you say you're sick, they don't want you in there. So, pro tip, you're always sick in the Smokies. And destruction. So to Claire, the Ridge Runner, she said they're not going to have anybody clear this out for over a month. So they're a month away from even getting in here and doing anything. Crazy. You know, I run chainsaws in this park one time a year, and that's like the end of April, I guess. Wowzers. But it does look, she's right, I can get through all this. Maybe not when it first happened. Oh, I gotta take my pack off for this one. You know what's awesome is we have gotten all the views in the Smokies except for Mount Cameron. And if it's clear tomorrow, we're gonna go over there too. All views in the Smokies, that's rare. Super duper rare, but I'll take it. So apparently this is where they can land a helicopter. I don't know if they land their little landing pads right there. I would love to see one land here. Let me zoom in. Boop. We're gonna have another long video. I mean, really, what do you expect? When you get beautiful views to the Smokies. At least it ain't like when I first started out, there were like 40-minute videos through here. I learned to contain myself a little. Crazy. This downhill is long. And we got one more up. Well, at least I got handsaw in here and did a little bit. It does slowly pace right down though. Impressive, holy cow. That thing is huge. Just peeled the earth back. Wow. says Cosby Knob Shelter. What's happening, everybody? End of the day recap, day 16. We left Newfound Gap this morning and we wandered our way all the way to Cosby Knob Shelter, 23.4 miles. And today was just beautiful. I'm going to leave it at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Day 16, 23.4 miles. I hope you guys had a great, great day. And I'll touch back with you guys in the morning.